Hello, I'm Tank, and I'm going to be doing a critique on on a game that I play, and I haven't played this game in a while. So pardon me if I'm not the best at this game. I'm not in my prime anymore, but I'll try my best to look good as I play the game. And now the game that I'm going to be playing today is a very old classic game that I used to love. Is right here. Super Smash Bros. Melee. Oh man. And now, while doing this, I was told that I should critique just about everything that I can, including the title screen. Now, the title screen, let's go back to it, it's very old looking. That's the first thing I can say. But it's nostalgic. I remember being a kid and playing this game, booting it up on an actual system instead of my computer. So this is pretty nostalgic for me. I love the background. The rotating background seems amazing. I feel like achieving this back in the day would be extremely hard, and it keeps doing that. But let's go ahead and get into the next part, which is the select screen, the main menu. I mean, there's not much I can say. It's clear, simplistic. You know where everything is. If you can read, you know where exactly everything is. There's one player mode, versus mode, trophies, options, data. You go to the option that you want to go to. Versus mode, and clicking on a menu will bring you to another menu, to all these other menus. Now, I'm just going to be doing a simple playthrough of regular Melee against bots. I was originally going to have a buddy here to record with because this game is a lot more fun when you're playing with another person instead of computers. And I have a few questions as well to go along with this as I play the game to answer a few. The first question is, what's the game goal? Is it clear? Is it compelling to me? Why or why not? The goal of this game, I would not say the goal of this game would be to be competitive. The goal of this game is more to have fun with. The creators of this game, Nintendo, the main creator, Sakurai, he didn't create the game to be competitive at all. With some aspects, yes, but this is mostly a party game. Not a lot of people would consider Melee or Smash Bros in general a real competitive game. More of a party game. So that's the goal of the game. This to be a fun game to play with friends or family at home. Just relax. And is it clear? It's very clear. Having all these Nintendo characters, all these cute, small, funny looking characters in one game, fighting each other, bashing on each other. It's very fun, and yes, it is very compelling to me, and I just died because I am not paying attention at all to this game, and they just taunted me as well. For the next question I have, what is the game's core dynamic? Is it exploration, collection, race to the finish, solve, blend of two? The game core dynamic. Now that's a weird question to answer for Smash Bros, because there's always a story mode. So you can always say there's a race to the finish type mode, but it's not really important compared to the actual versus Melee mode. Now, the goal of this game is pretty much to win. I mean, people play this game very competitively. I used to play this game very competitively, and it was very fun. The goal of this game is to basically injure your opponents to the point where at the bottom of the screen you can see two percentages, mine's and theirs, as well as icons. These icons represent life or stocks, and we both just lost a stock as well. Now, the goal of this game is to lower your opponent's stock to nothing, and you win. Now, the only way to make your opponents lose a stock, also for you, is to damage them. Now, this game is similar to golf. The higher your percentage, the worse it is. The higher percentage means the easier it is for you to get knocked back, and the easier it is for you to get KO'd. Now, KO would be, as what you just saw there on the screen, would be dying, meaning you lost a stock. And there are three different ways to KO. One is to throw them off the side or off the ground down here. That's one way to lose a stock. Another way is to throw them above. If I can get them to a high enough percentage, I could possibly do that. And by doing so, they'll be launched into the screen, as you saw earlier, or launched into the background as a shooting star. And now, are the rules clear and how do I learn them is the next question. The rules are not very clear, I'm not gonna lie. You kinda just jump into the game and you immediately learn what to do and how to do it on the spot. I mean, the moves are not that hard to understand. There are 2 main buttons, not including the joystick. And now these buttons are A, which is for attack, right here, and that's game. And the second button is B, which is for a special unique move. Let me show you an example. Like, this is a special move. What they just did was a special move. So, but you learn these by basically trial and error. You learn how to play the game, and it's just, it sticks with you. There's no tutorial you can play. There's no rule book you can learn that comes with the game. Of course, you can always go online and learn how to play like that. But I don't. That's not necessarily a bad thing to understand. Learning how to play the game on the spot is very great and very nice, because it's not a hard game to play. There's no complexity. If you want to do a special move, there's directional inputs. For example, this is doing no directional input, while doing something like this, there's always directional inputs, and it's very easy to learn the game. It's not difficult to learn at all. And the next question is, what game mechanics makes the game fun? I feel like the fact that the game does not have a life bar at all. I feel like when games include a life bar, it kind of restricts them. It restricts the play from doing anything at all. You don't want to take damage when you're playing a game. You could say the same thing for this game, but it's not as punishing as you can say as playing Street Fighter with the life bar. You lose the life bar, you lose all your life and you're done for. While in this game, you can go all the way up to 99.99% and still be alive and swinging. And that's one thing I love about Smash Bros. There's always a chance for you to come back, and there's always a chance for you to lose. As easy as that. I'm losing to bots right now. So there's always a little something in Smash that I very enjoy. The next question is... Oh, but by the way, I'm not going through this entire list. If you were wondering, I'm sorry about that. I'm just going through some questions and doing a little podcast, as the assignment said, but I don't want to make this video a little too long. Oops. Oh, God. The next question is, do the aesthetics of the game draw me in? The aesthetics of this game is amazing. The fact that they use Nintendo characters to draw in the audience. No one would ever expect a Pokemon like Pikachu to be fighting against Mario, a plumber from Super Mario Bros. I love that idea of adding Nintendo characters to a game and having them fight each other. It makes the game cute, adventurous. There we go. It appeals to many of the fandoms of Nintendo. You know, you have Pokemon fans, you have Mario fans, you have Legend of Zelda fans, you even have Ice Climber fans out there playing Ice Climbers already. And I just lost again. Let me see. Let me choose out a question that I like from the list. I enjoyed the final question that's on the list. How does the game compare to competing competitive gaming? This game fares very well in the competitive community. This game came out in, I believe, 2004? Let me look this up right quick. Super Smash Bros. Melee came out in 2002. I'm sorry, 2002. And no, yeah, 2002. And the time now is 2018. It's been 16 years. Yeah, 16 years, and this game is still running. I feel like that's the wrong number. I'm sorry. I believe that's 16 years. It's been 16 years and this game is still being played competitively at tournaments, at EVO even. And the story of how this game became competitive is amazing as well. But I don't want to get into that here because this video is already very long. But this game fares very well with the competitive community, because there's all these tiny little aspects that makes the game competitive, these tiny little things. So as I was talking earlier, I don't want to play against Ice Climbers again. They're a very annoying couple. As I was saying earlier, about how the game rules, all the rules clear and how do you learn them. The rules are clear. This game is very simple to be good at, but there's all these different techniques that people have learned throughout the years that make this game so competitive. For example, there's one thing called wave dashing, where you slide across the floor. Now, this is an advanced technique that's used in competitive play. This move is pretty much vital for you to learn and use in combat. It gives you such a great advantage and a huge disadvantage if you're unable to do it. Let me see if I can do I cannot, because Jigglypuff is attacking me. So Smash Bros, a great game to play as and to go play with friends. It's a great game, a very fun game, a very old game, yet still extremely fun. Some people compare this game to the newest Smash Bros game, not Ultimate, the one that has already come out, Smash 4 for the Wii U and 3DS. People still prefer this game over that game, and I believe the community for Melee is still larger than it is for Smash 4 at the moment. Regardless, this game is still... Did not mean to do that, but this game is still going against the test of time, and it's still going. I believe when Smash Ultimate comes out, this game will still be popular, more popular than Smash 4 will ever be. And that's about it. I might play maybe 1 or 2 more rounds of this seriously, so I can get some actual gameplay footage in. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll commentate a little bit when I'm playing. You can end the video now if you'd like. It'll just be me playing around. Let's see. Man, I really wished my friend could come on and play with me, but he was busy doing another assignment. I don't blame him. Didn't want to take too much of his time out. Now in this game, I actually main Kirby. So as I was saying earlier about competitive, every competitive game has a tier list. A tier list is basically a list on what characters are the best, what characters are the worst, and Kirby is on the downright bottom of that list because he is considered the most terrible character. And I can see why. His damage output is very lackluster. He's light, he's floaty. He has all these disconnections that he didn't have before in Smash Bros 64. But even though he's like that, I still play him for the fun of it because I enjoy Kirby. You know, I grew up with Kirby, like Pokemon, but Kirby has this little cute side of him that I really do enjoy. And my favorite part about maining Kirby is Kirby sighting, which is basically dying with your opponent. I did it once, and while I was recording the video, once before. I'll see if I can do it again. I did twice actually. There we go. Funny enough, this is used in competitive play. It's very cheesy, but it's very funny to see being played in competitive play. I don't attend many Melee tournaments, but I do attend a few Smash 4 tournaments. Actually attend a good handful of them. I go to many conventions and they always have Smash 4 tournaments, and I'm always tempted to join. Sadly, Melee tournaments in North Carolina, they aren't that plentiful at the cons that I go to. But there's a Discord or a Facebook group that dedicate themselves to Melee, and it's very great. I'm in that group as well. There's always at least one Melee tournament every month, which is much more than Smash 4. I Actually, I'm actually going to a Melee tournament later this month. I believe on the 16th or the 26th. 26th? It's one of those numbers. It had a 6 in it somewhere. But yeah, I'll be going to another Melee tournament. I'm gonna hope I do good. I want to get past round 1 at the least. Now, if you're seeing me play, you can notice I'm not wave dashing at all. Mostly because I just don't care for it. As I said earlier, it's very vital to learn these little advanced techniques to do well in tournaments, but I just don't care enough to do that. I feel like playing casually is good enough for me, as I join tournaments for fun. I don't really have the goal to win. I just have the goal to meet new people and find friends. Alright, I guess we can try one classic mode match, and I guess I can end the video right after that, hopefully. So I was saying earlier how I main Kirby. Now, when people say they main a character or they main something or someone, it means that they are their top picks when they play a game. A good example to take from that is saying, oh, what's your best subject in school? And people would say the best subject. It's a very bad example, but it's an example nonetheless. So it's basically what the best character to play as. Now, people find their mains in all different ways and kinds. For example, I main Kirby in Melee because I find him fun, cute, and a low tier. I love playing low tiers as well because, okay, maybe I won't finish this game classic mode because I'm already struggling and I'm talking and I'm not good at this game at all. This was a mistake for me to do. So I'll probably end the video right after this match because I feel like this video is already 10 minutes long and I do not want my professor to be watching a 10-minute long video of me doing nonsense. And if you do watch the entire video, I appreciate that. Thank you. So again, I'm talking about mains. Everyone has a main. Most people have a main. Some people enjoy to rotate around the characters a bunch. So going back, just another topic to talk about, a tier list. On the tier list, there are, I believe, top 4 characters are on the top of tier list, and they can't really compete. They can dominate all the other characters, and these characters are Fox, Falco, Marth, and Sheik. Sadly, I cannot show the character list right now, but I'll attempt to do that after I lose this match because I'm losing terribly. But yes, these characters are considered the best characters to play in Melee because they have all these tools and options that other characters do not have. So when you go to a tournament, you're really only going to see Foxes. You're only going to see Falcos and Sheiks and Marths. Those are the main characters you'll ever see at a Melee tournament. Sadly, all these other characters are not played as much because they are, what is that? Invalid read from, I'm not gonna worry about that for now. But I feel like this is a good place this is a great place to stop actually. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.